junior middle blocker from Montego, Dominican Republic, number 3, Mariana Tavares. A sophomore outside hitter from Campbell Hall, New York, number 5, Isabella Doring. A sophomore outside hitter from Staten Island, number 6, Sarah Chung. A sophomore center from Mexico City, Mexico, number 9, Fernanda Zamora. A freshman outside hitter from Vince Polaris, number 10, Lizaveta Kushner. And a sophomore libero from Staten Island, number 14, Jaylen Herchenroder. A coach of the Bearcats is Alexander Buell, and the assistant coach is Chrissy Shaw. Now, let's play ball.
Hello, and we're back with the third home game of the season in the Arc Arena. My name is Gia Cerulli, and I have been with you for the past 2 games, and I'll be here with you for the third. So we have a first matchup against the Baruch Bearcats and York.
We'll start momentarily once a little maintenance is completed. We want to remind everybody for the latest information on Baruch College athletics, you can follow them on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram by using one word, Baruch Athletics. And the Bearcats are back home at the Arc Arena next Tuesday, September 20th at 6 p.m. against Evers College. That's next Tuesday, September 20th at 6 p.m. right here at the Arc Arena against Evers College.
And we're officially starting. Sorry for the interruption. We needed to get some equipment. And the first point goes to the Baruch Bearcats off of a serving error. So here we are in the first set, 1-0. And we now have number 4, captain Amina Muminovic at the service line for the Baruch Bearcats. And that will be a serving error for both teams. Muminovic went out of bounds on that one, so the point will go to the Cardinals. Number 9, Andrea Wright at the service line. She goes middle row. And a nice tap over by Chung. Seemed like there was some miscue on York's end. Ball went out of bounds off York, so the point will go to the Bearcats. We now have number 6, Sarah Chung at the service line for the Bearcats. We'll have some sub-ins on York's end, 8 for 9. And Chung will go back row on that one. Seems like number 8, Alma Romeo, couldn't dig that one out for the Cardinals. So the point will go to Baruch. Chung at the line again. She'll go middle row. In a nice open sweet spot on the Cardinals court. Chung will gain another point for the Bearcats. Chung once again goes middle row. And seems like number 14, Navarre, wasn't able to get that one in time for York. So the ball will be sent back to Sarah Chung. Chung will go middle row on that one. A nice server's run for Sarah Chung. The Bearcats are leading 6-1. Hard one to dig out for York. That will be a server's ace for Sarah Chung. Chung goes middle row on that serve and out of bounds off of York hands. Point goes to the Bearcats. Sarah again goes middle row and a nice effort on York's end. Muminovic goes to Kushner and Kushner sends that one over the court. Nice sweet spot in the back corner.
Lizaveta Kushner, group leads 9-1.
Sarah Chung taking it back again. She goes front row on that one. And a nice tap over for York. And Kushner sends that one back row with a nice, strong, steady swing. Point for the Bearcats. We'll have some sub-ins on Bearcats end. 11 in for number 6, Sarah Chung. Freshman from Staten Island. Number 11 at the service line. She'll go middle row on that one. A nice send over by York. Taveras taps that one over, as she does best with the tap overs and blocks. She gets a point for the Bearcats. Emilie Kaziu at the server's line for the Baruch Bearcats. Kaziu will send that one middle row. Muminovic sends it to Kushner, and Kushner slaps that one over with the same nice, strong, steady swing. Finds some nice real estate in the back end of the court. Point for the Bearcats. And York is calling a timeout. We'll be right back. And we're back here in the first set with a 12-1 lead is the Baruch Bearcats. Number 11, Emilie Kaziu at the service line. Nice strong swing, but that'll be a server's error for the freshman as she goes out of bounds on that one. Point for York.
Number 8,
Number 8. Oh, not number 8. Seems to be number 7. Number 7, junior from Queens, New York, Miller at the server's line for York. She'll go back row to Kaziu. Muminovic will send it and send that one over. Muminovic will go to Herchenroder. Herchenroder to Kushner. Kushner to back row court. And a nice effort to get the ball over for York, but out of bounds with a nice strong tap over. Bearcats will take that point. And we'll have some sub-ins on Bearcats' end. Number 14, we have Jaylen Herchenroder, sophomore, libero and defensive specialist from Staten Island, New York, at the service line for the Bearcats. Herchenroder will go back row on that one. And the point will go to the Bearcats on a nice server's ace. Herchenroder will go back row on that one. York will dig that one out and send it back over to Herchenroder. Muminovic will set it up for Kushner, and Kushner going the opposite way this time. Nicely done. And the ball will go right into the net for York. Point for the Bearcats. Number 14, Jaylen Herchenroder at the service line once again. She'll go middle row on that one. And a nice tap over for York, just inside the lines. We'll have number 10, freshman from Queens, New York, at the server's line. And that will be a server's error for Riley. And we'll have some sub-ins on Baruch's end. 9 in for 2 and 5 in for 4. Number 9, Fernanda Zamora, sophomore defensive specialist. And that will be a server's error. Go right into the net for the Bearcats. And we'll have some sub-ins on York's end, 9 in for 8. And number 14, junior, Navarre from Bronx, New York, at the server's line. Navarre will go middle row on that one to Kushner. And Doring will send that one middle row. Kushner with a nice strong slap back row. York taps it over. And Perkowski with a nice tap over. York digged it out though. Some nice effort on York's end. Doring sends it over the net. And Perkowski sends it back over with a nice strong spike, but they recovered it. Kushner, middle court, found a nice sweet spot. Nice volley on both sides. Point will go to the Bearcats. We have number 10, freshman Lizaveta Kushner at the service line for the Baruch Bearcats. Kushner had a nice strong serve, but it will go out of bounds for the Bearcats on a server's error. Point for the Cardinals. Number 1, Naomi Heras freshman, defensive specialist from Bronx, New York, at the server's line for the Cardinals. She'll go into the net for that one on a server's error. Ball and point will be sent to the Baruch Bearcats. We'll have some sub-ins for the Bearcats. 14 coming out, 3 going in. Number 1, Perkowski at the server's line. She'll go middle row on that one. Taveras with a nice tap over. It would have been a really hard one to recover on New York's end. Very close to the net on that. Sophomore middle hitter will take it back to the server's line for the Bearcats, and Perkowski will go back row on that one, finding some nice real estate in an empty spot on the back row on York's court. So Perkowski will earn herself a server's ace on that one. Perkowski taking it back again. And she'll go middle row on that one, and the ball will go out of bounds off of a Cardinal dig. And another ace for Perkowski. With a score of 21-5 in the first set. Perkowski will go middle row on that serve. And a nice effort by number 3 to keep that one inside bounds, but unfortunately went out. She ran across the whole court to try to keep that one in, but it would have been a really extremely hard one to recover. And we'll have some sub-ins on New York's end. 16 in for 1. Perkowski at the server's line. She'll go middle row once again. And York will send it back to Kushner, back row. Seemed like there was some miscue on Bearcats' end as nobody was able to recover that ball. So point will go to the Cardinals on that one. We have number 3, Altar, at the server's line for your Cardinals. And she'll get a server's error on that one. The point will go to the Bearcats. And number 5, Isabella Doring, sophomore from upstate New York, at the server's line for Baruch. She'll go middle row on that one, and a nice dig out by York. And a nice tap over. Oh, they're saying, got it. Might have been a carry over for York. So the point will go to the Bearcats. And this could be set point here in the first set. Doring at the service line, a nice strong high swing for her. And Taveras getting the point for the Bearcats, and the Bearcats take away the first set with a score of 25-6. We'll be back here in the second set. And we're back here in the second set. We have number 9 for the Baruch Bearcats, Fernanda Zamora at the server's line. She'll go middle row on that one on York's court. And it seems like York misjudged that one. And the point will go to the Bearcats. Sophomore, defensive specialist at the server's line. She'll go middle row once again. And the point will go to the Bearcats. On top of being defensive specialist, Fernanda is also a setter. And a nice effort on York to keep that ball alive, but the ball and point will be sent back to the Baruch Bearcats. From Mexico City, Fernanda at the server's line. She'll go middle row on that one. And a hard one to recover for York. Just got the wrong angle on that dig out, and there was no one was going to be able to recover that ball on that dig. Bearcats at the server's line, and off Cardinals' hands. It goes out of bounds. The ball will be sent back to the Bearcats. We have a nice server's run for Fernanda. And she'll go back row on that one. Nice effort for York to get that one over the net, but it was slightly outside the line, so the ball is sent back to Fernanda Zamora at the server's line. Zamora will go middle row on that one. And a nice effort by Baruch's blockers to keep that one out the court. Point goes to the Bearcats. Taking it back again. Middle row. York gets that one over the net. Kaziu tries to send that one back over to York's court, but gets the wrong angle on the ball. The ball will go into the net. York's point. Number 3, junior. Outside hitter at the server's line. And there'll be a server's error on that one. So the ball will be rolled to number 11, Emilie Kaziu. Freshman, outside hitter, defensive specialist from Staten Island, New York. And a nice, high, strong swing on that one. A little too strong as it goes outside of bounds on York's court. So there'll be a server's error on Baruch's end for that one. The ball will be sent to York's court. Number 9, Andrea Wright at the server's line. She'll go middle row on that one, and Kushner will send it back over just inside the lines for Kushner as it stays inside York's court. The point will be sent to the Bearcats. Number 14, Jaylen Herchenroder at the server's line. We'll have some sub-ins on both sides first. Herchenroder will go back row on that one, and York will dig it out. Unfortunately for York, they'll dig it out, and it'll go out of bounds. So the ball will be sent back to Jaylen at the server's line. Herchenroder will go middle row on that one. York gets it over the net. And Zamora will get that one over. Herchenroder will go back row on that one, and York will dig it out. Some miscue on York's end as they digged it out, but nobody was able to set it back over the net. Herchenroder having a nice string of serves here in the second set. Jaylen with a nice strong serve. Will go a little out of bounds on that one, so the point will go to York. With number 7. Shimoni Miller, junior, outside hitter from Queens, New York. At the server's line for the Cardinals. Miller will go middle row to Kushner on that one. Zamora will set it up for Kaziu. Nice swing by Kaziu, but a little out of bounds. Point will be sent to the Cardinals. And Miller will take it back once again for York. Miller serving, goes back row to Kaziu. And the ball will go out of bounds off of York hands. So the ball will be sent back to Baruch's court. Maria Jose Ortiz Marmoleo at the server's line for the Bearcats. Marmoleo will go middle row on that one to Miller. And point for the Bearcats. Marmoleo will go middle row to Miller on that one. Miller will send it back over the court as she's nicely set up. And Kushner, nice strong swing, but a little out of bounds. Point for the Cardinals.
York's number 10, Natalia Riley, serve.
Marmoleo will send it to Kushner, and Kushner got a wrong spin on the ball, and the ball will go out of bounds off Baruch hands. New York sends that one over the court. Marmoleo sets it up for Ebihara. And out of bounds off of York hands. Hard one to recover for York. Score is 15-6 here in the second set. The point will go to the Baruch Bearcats. Lizaveta Kushner at the service line for the Bearcats. Nice strong swing will go middle row on that one. And off the hands of York, it will go out of bounds. Point for the Bearcats, 17-6 here in the second set. And a nice strong swing for Kushner as she finds a nice sweet spot on York's court. That'll be a server's ace for Kushner. And Kushner again at the server's line will go middle row on that one to Miller. And Baruch will tap it back over into an empty spot. Outside hitter, middle blocker. At the server's line, a little too weak of a serve as it just hits the tape, trickling back into Baruch Bearcats court. So the point will go to York on a server's error. We'll have some sub-ins for York, 9 in for 8. And we'll have number 14. Navarre Jr. at the server's line for the Cardinals. Navarre will go middle row on that one. Marmolejo will send it over. It'll be point for the Bearcats. 20-7 lead here. We'll have some sub-ins on Bearcats' end. 3 in for 14. And we'll have number 13, Minami Ebihara, at the service line for the Bearcats. She'll go front row on that one. Very hard thing to do when you're serving. Least expected when you're serving on the opposing team. And that's what the York Cardinals did here. They were not expecting that front line serve, so there was no one there to defend. And we'll have a fumble on York's end. It'll be a server's ace for Minami Ebihara. Ebihara once again at the server's line. And a little too weak as it goes into the net on a server's error. So point will go to the Cardinals. And Herchenroder will go back in for Ebihara. Number 1 at the server's line for Cardinals. And she'll reach a server's error on that one. And the ball will go to the Bearcats. Number 9. Fernanda Zamora at the server's line for the Baruch Bearcats. Nice high swing on that one, a little too high. Point will be sent to the Cardinals on that high swing. But a nice, strong, and high swing for Fernanda. Number 3. Artur at the server's line. She'll go middle row on that one. And Kaziu will send it over. And this is set point for the Bearcats here in the second set. We'll have Emilie Kaziu at the server's line for the Bearcats. Trickled over the net, goes back row on that one. A nice dig out by York. Kushner taps that one over middle row. And Miller will send it back over to the Baruch's court. And Kushner tapping it over again, back row. And a nice effort by York to keep that one just inside the lines and finding a sweet spot on Bearcats' court. And a number 1, Naomi Jerez scored that point for the York Cardinals. And the ball will be sent back to the Cardinals' court at the server's line for number 9, Andrea Wright. She'll go middle row to Herchenroder on that. And Taveras will tap that over for set point once again. Ended the first set the same way we'll end the second, with a nice tap over by Taveras. So here in the second set, Bearcats won 25-10, and we'll be back in the third set. back here in the third set. And the point will go to the York Cardinals here in the third set for the first point. We'll have number 3, Artar Jr. from Georgetown, Guyana at the service line. She'll go back row on that one. And Taveras will tap that one over back court. Nice send over by Taveras. Fun fact, we actually have our secondary lineup mostly playing here tonight for the Baruch Bearcats. First time they're getting to see the court this season. And we'll go back row on that one for the Bearcats, and York will send that one over. Kaziu with a nice strong slap over, but it got through York blockers. The point will go to the Bearcats. Number 9, Fernanda Zamora at the service line for the Bearcats. Zamora will go middle row to Miller on that one. Taveras will dig that one out. Zamora will set it up for Marmaleo.
Hit the line and a point for the Baruch Bearcats ending 3-1 with number 9, Fernanda Zamora serving.
And Zamora will take it to the service line once again. She'll go middle row on that one. Nice effort for the Cardinals, but that one will go into the net. And the point and the ball will be sent to the Bearcats. Fernanda at the service line. She'll go middle row on that one. And number 10 on York's end got a wrong angle on that. Would have been a hard one to get back one over the net. The ball was already out of bounds, so it would have been a hard one to dig out for York. And we'll have an ace for Zamora. With a score of 6-1 here in the third set. Fernanda at the service line. She'll go middle row on that one. York will dig that out. Sending it over is Miller. Herchenroder digging that out for the Bearcats. And a nice high swing to Kushner. She finds some real estate in the back row. No Cardinal there to defend. Zamora going middle row once again. Some miscue on York's end. So the ball will be sent back to the Bearcats. York digs that one out. And a nice tap over for Miller.
Return is at point practice. Serving to York will be number 9.
The point will go to York. And number 9, Andrea Wright at the service line for the Cardinals. Wright will go middle row to Herchenroder. Zamora will set it up for Kaziu. And off the hands of Cardinal, the ball will go out of bounds. For that, it will be Baruch's point.
Number 8, Romero, and the Cardinals lineup. We resume number 11, Emilie Kaziu.
We'll have some sub-ins on York's end. 8 in for 9. And we'll have number 11, Kaziu at the service line for the Bearcats. Close for York, but did not get the ball over in time. So that'll be a service ace for Kaziu. Emilie Kaziu at the service line once again. She'll go middle row to Miller. Some miscue on York's court between number 14 and 8. And York will call a timeout. We'll be right back. we're back here in the third set with a score of 11-2. Kaziu just got a server's ace as she's almost, kind of, in a way, that ball landed in York's court like a spike. Very hard one to dig out on the Cardinals' end. So that will be a well-earned ace for Kaziu. She's taking it back again at the service line for the Bearcats. She'll go middle row on that one. York will dig it out. Kushner will dig it out. And Zamora will set it up for Marmaleu, and off the hands of the York Cardinals, it will go out of bounds. Point for the Bearcats. Kaziu goes middle row to Miller on that one. York digs that one out, but goes a little too hard on that dig out, and it'll go out of bounds. The point will be sent to the Bearcats. The nice server run is Kaziu. Kaziu trickles that one over the net, just barely. York slaps it back over. Kushner digs it out. And Kaziu sends it back with a nice strong swing in the middle court. Kaziu at the service line. She'll go middle row on that one. And off the hands of York, once again, it'll go out of bounds. So the ball will be sent back to Kaziu. Kaziu will go back row on that one. And a nice tap over for York. Herchenroder will take that one out, and Kushner will send it back over to York's court. Close, but not close enough for the Cardinals. Almost getting it over the net, but it taps back down in their court. So the point is for the Bearcats. Kaziu with a nice strong high swing. A little too strong as it goes out of bounds on a server's error. So ball and point will be sent to the Cardinals. And number 7 will take it back to the server's line. Shimoni Miller. Nice strong swing. She'll go back row to Kaziu. Zamora will dig it out, and Marmaleu will send it over with that tap. Point for Bearcats. And Herchenroder will send it to the server's line. Herchenroder will go middle row to Miller on that. And they're saying the point will go to the Bearcats off a carry on York's court. Jaylen Herchenroder at the server's line. She got a weird spin on the ball, but it somehow landed exactly on the line. So the ball and point will be sent back again to the Bearcats. Herchenroder goes middle row to Miller on that. And Miller will send it over to Kaziu. Kaziu will dig it out. And Kushner will send it with a nice strong spike to York's court. A very hard one to dig out. Kushner has really strong swings, and to dig out Kushner's spikes would be almost like you would be anticipating for her to swing in that spot. Herchenroder at the server's line. She'll go middle row, and Miller will send it back over. A little out of lines on that one, so the point will go to the Bearcats. The score of 22-3. You notice Herchenroder uses both ends of the court to serve. Makes it easier to know where the ball is going and to place it nicely. Nice slap over by Doring. York tapped that one in right on a sweet spot. The point will go to your Cardinals. We'll have some sub-ins on York's end, 9 in for 8. And we'll have number 10, Riley, freshman.
Next server. 10 is correct.
Serving at the server's line. Some rotational things York is sorting out on the court. Riley will go middle row to Kushner on that. And Doring will send that one over, right over the tape. And the ball will be sent back to the Bearcats, and we'll have number 2, Maria Jose Ortiz Marmolejo, at the server's line for the Baruch Bearcats. She'll go middle row to Miller on that. And a nice ace for Marmolejo. And this could be match point for Marmolejo at the server's line. Marmolejo will go middle row on that one. York will dig it out. Will they send it over? And Miller so close, but into the net. Almost sent it over, and that will be match point. Baruch will take the victory here in the third set with a score of 25-4. And our next home game in the Arc Arena will be next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Make sure you tune in then. And have a nice night.